Hey you guys, welcome back. So first of all, I want to start with saying thank you so much for the love on my live pregnancy test video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for those who commented telling me your story, you know, those who gave it a thumbs up, those who subscribed to follow along this journey with me. I really appreciate it. And I love seeing those comments. So if you guys are going through the same thing, if you're pregnant or you're trying to conceive, comment on there, comment on my videos and interact with me. I love hearing different stories. I love hearing about pregnancies, and I think that we're all here to support each other, and I love that community. Another thing, if you hear Weston back here, that is why. I tried doing this video while he was asleep and I ended up falling asleep myself. So now he gets to help me with it. So before I get into this video, as you can tell by the title, these are gonna be the symptoms that I had early pregnancy that led me to believe that I was pregnant before I got that big fat positive. I do want to start off, for those of you who don't know, my name is Abby. I am 22 years old. I have a 14-month-old baby boy named Weston, and then we are expecting another little one in August. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so I wrote down everything on my phone from 7 DPO until 14 DPO. So 3 weeks pregnant to 4 weeks pregnant. So at 7 DPO is when I kind of started to notice some symptoms. I was really bloated, and I was at work and I was just complaining about how like bloated I felt, and I was also very constipated, and I'm not normally constipated, so I knew that was strange. And then I was very tired. So for my job, I wake up at 3 in the morning because I work at 4 in the morning, but I'm off at noon every day, so that's the benefit. Normally I go to sleep at 8 or 9 with Weston, and then when I wake up I feel okay, I'm not super tired, and I'm ready to start my day. So around 7 DPO I noticed it was really hard for me to wake up. I was just sluggish. I was sluggish at work. I was really tired. I'm not one to usually say like, hey, I'm gonna go home early today, but I kept wanting to say I'm just gonna go home, like I'm so tired. So that's when I noticed that something was weird. And then at so on 8 DPO, same thing. I was bloated, I was constipated, I was tired, but then I wrote that I was irritable as well. So usually when I'm about to start my period, I am really irritable. So that wasn't a big surprise for me. I was just like, maybe I'm, you know, about to start my period, and so that could be why I'm irritable, but I put it on there anyway, just to have it down for, you know, this video. So 9 DPO, it says that I was bloated, constipated. I didn't put that I was tired, so maybe that day I wasn't super tired. I did put that I was irritable. Again, I started breaking out. Now, I do get some breakouts, but not very often, and when I do, they're mostly around my chin area. Well, 9 DPO, I started breaking out near my nose. I got them on my chin, which was kind of normal, and then I was getting some on my forehead, like on my temples. Not so normal for me. And then I also was starting to get headaches. 9 DPO is when I took my first pregnancy test, and it was negative. I only took one. I took the rapid results 1 minute, and that one was negative. On 10 DPO, I was bloated. That's when I started having sharp abdominal cramping. I was breaking out still, and I put that I was exhausted. So that must say that I was like not wanting to get out of bed. I probably did end up leaving work that day. Like, I was just I've been so tired. I was exhausted. I had headaches, and I was irritable. That day I also took a pregnancy test, and I took the 6 day sooner one, and it was negative. So at 11 DPO, I was starting to have more abdominal cramping, and they were so much worse than what I was having the previous days. I was very hungry. Normally, when I wake up super early in the morning, I don't feel hungry until about 8 or 9. But I was feeling hungry right when I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was just starving and I had to eat. And I would eat every 2 hours. I would get hungry. Normally, I just have breakfast, then I have lunch, and then I have dinner. But the past couple days, I have been eating so much, and this is apparently when it started. 11 DPO, I was also breaking out, and I was fatigued. I decided not to test on 11 DPO. I kept getting negatives, and I just thought that maybe it was too early because I did ovulate very late, so I didn't know if maybe it just wouldn't show up there. So I just wanted to hold off for a little bit. I kind of wanted to build up my confidence and wait a little bit. 12 DPO, I had more cramping, I had more headaches. I said I was very tired and I was very hungry. Again, I did not test on 12 DPO. Like I said, I wanted to wait a little bit. And then on 13 DPO is when I got my first positive test. So that day is when I was having the most symptoms, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna take this test. I feel like it's gonna say positive, and if it doesn't say positive, then I'm probably not pregnant. And it's probably just, you know, some signs and symptoms I'm having for like starting my period. So I put that I was having headaches, I was cramping, I was having more breakouts, and this is when the frequent urination started. I kid you not, 13 DPO, I peed probably 15 times that day, and I'm not that person. I don't pee that often. I don't drink a whole lot of water most times, and so I'm just not used to that, and it just totally stuck out to me when I was having to pee so much. I was like, there is something going on here. Now with that being said, I was craving a lot of tea. So I was drinking a lot of tea, and I can't decide if I was urinating frequently because of the pregnancy or if it was because I was just drinking tea, and normally I don't drink that much tea. So who knows? But that is when I got my first positive pregnancy test. And then at 14 DPO, which is the last day, because today currently I'm 15 DPO, at 14 DPO I was getting headaches, I was tired, frequent urination again, and I was craving tea. And at this point I did know that I was pregnant, so those signs and symptoms were correlating with what I knew. So and then today, 15 DPO, it's not really early pregnancy anymore. I am currently 4 weeks pregnant now, and same thing, I've been fatigued, I have had headaches, I've been craving tea, frequent urination, all of that stuff. So yeah, that's all of those signs and symptoms that really popped out to me. And for me, it wasn't a couple that I was noticing. I felt like I had a ton every single day, and it all started around 7 DPO. I also do want to say that if you feel like some of these signs and symptoms that you're having are in your head, I don't believe it, because with my first pregnancy with Weston, I felt like a lot of these things were in my head, like my cravings. I was like, I think they're just in my head because I'm telling myself that I need to be craving something. Most people crave something. And so I felt like my cravings weren't real. But this time around, I can absolutely tell that everything is so real, because I'm not constantly thinking about this pregnancy. I work, I have Weston, I have Jamie, we're busy, we do a lot of things, and so I'm not constantly thinking about the fact that, you know, I am pregnant. And so, you know, waking up in the morning and feeling hungry, and then constantly peeing and craving tea, and you know, all of that kind of stuff. I really don't think that it's in my head, and I don't think that it's in your head either. I think these things are real. That's gonna be it for the early pregnancy symptoms. If you guys had any early pregnancy symptoms and they really stood out to you, leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear. You know, I could still be having some symptoms that I am not correlating to this pregnancy, and if you put them down below, you know, there's more that could be happening. I hope that some of the symptoms that I'm having kind of shed light on what's going on with you if you're trying to conceive. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's informative to you. If you liked it, please like it. Please subscribe. I'm gonna do weekly pregnancy updates with what's going on with me and my pregnancy. Please follow this journey with me, and I would love to follow yours. So leave me comments down below. Let me know what's going on with you and your journey. I would love to hear. We're all a big community, and I'm just so excited to share it with you guys. Thanks for watching.